Hello happy souls, this is my new project Suzuki Max 100 or revamp, and these are all the chapters which are categorized for this restoration project, and this is exclusively about chapter 7 engine dismantling. In that we are in part 2 taking off the engine from the chassis unit, and in previous video we took the engine casing LH, and now we are going to take off the accelerator and choke cable first. Loosen the accelerator cable unit from the carburetor and take off the jet unit. Make sure jet is not hitting any other part, or it could damage the jet unit. And then loosen the choke cable with a 14 mm spanner, and while taking off make sure you are not missing any parts, because this may pop out. And put back the parts which you have removed from the engine, and make sure it is kept in a safe place. And then move on to the spark plug, and in previous video I have already taken the fuel line, and then going to the magneto wiring system, that is a pickup coil. Disconnect the wiring system and moving to the engine system. And the first basic procedure is to loosen every nut and bolt in the engine assembly which holds the engine and the chassis unit. First loosen every nuts and bolts. I have already done it. And then start from top to bottom. Here the top part is this one, at the top rear, and one at the mid front, and another one at the bottom. Take off the bolt and nut assembly. All the nuts and bolts are of like a 12 mm spanner, and because the sequence is like this, because when you take the from top to bottom, every load will act at the bottom nut, so it would be easy to take off the engine. And then moving to the mid front portion, and here the bracket is coupled with the engine nut and bolt assembly. This is for horn, I think. And take off this. If it is too tight, put back the nut on it and hit with the hammer at the other end. You can easily pull the bolt assembly. And finally coming to the bottom part of the engine, this is a point where the engine load is acting now, and this is coupled with the footrest assembly of the engine of the chassis, and loosen it with a 12 mm spanner as we did. And here the sequence is wrong. Actually the bolt should be assembled from LH side to RH side. The nut should be placed at RH side, but it is reverse here. And start loosen and take off the final nut and bolt assembly. And to take off the engine, we have to remove from the front portion. Actually, make sure the wiring or any other frame is heating at the spark plug unit or cylinder top, dead center, cylinder fins. And take off from the front, and just make sure you're holding every part of the engine so as not to miss and drop the engine, and keep your legs away. And finally forgot to take the oil pump cable, and for that you need a 15 mm spanner. I just cut off with a nose plier. I will have clearly explained in the upcoming video. Thank you.